Will the Bengals defense be able to right the ship and slow down the Raiders on Sunday? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapine with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals talk. I just came from practice on Thursday afternoon where Lou Anarumo, Chidobe Awuzie, and the rest of the Bengals defense preparing to do what they can to Darren Waller, Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, and a Raiders offense that likes to push the ball down the field. You're going to hear from those guys over the next couple of minutes here. And let's start with Darren Waller because he's arguably the best tight end in the NFL. We know how the Bengals have at least historically struggled to guard tight ends, cover tight ends. And if you're the Raiders, you've dropped two straight. Your offense certainly hasn't been as good over the past couple of weeks. Well, guess what? You're probably going to go back to what got you there, to your bread and butter. And that's the Derek Carr to Darren Waller connection. Here's Chidobe Awuzie on if he's going to be matched up with Waller one-on-one, the challenge that this Raiders offense presents, and if he would welcome one-on-one with number 83.
They also obviously have, Darren Waller, who's a great tight end, probably one of the best top three tight ends in our league. And then Hunter Renfrow's a problem on the inside. And then you got the speed guys on the outside. So it's a very unique offense because it's old school, but it has a lot of different route combinations. And with 13 and 83 combination, they run a lot of, pivots and, just different type of routes you probably wouldn't see versus every other team. So they're a well-oiled offense, but we're gonna take our chances to make our plays. Yeah, it's not a game plan right now for me to follow him, but I'll be matched up with him a couple times. Of course. I mean, if they have a guy, what I'm saying, I want to be on him, but it's not about me. It's about the team. So I know that whoever's on him and whoever I'm on, we're gonna do our best to study and prepare to do our job.
It's not just Darren Waller that the Bengals have to worry about. Specifically on third down, Hunter Renfrow has been a monster. Number 13, if you have him in your fantasy league, especially if it's a PPR league, you're probably feeling pretty good about what he's done for you this season. And Derek Carr just finds him. Mike Hilton compared him to Wes Welker. Here's what the Bengals slot corner had to say about this matchup against one of the league's best third down wide receivers.
He's one of the better slot receivers in the game. He doesn't get the respect I think he deserves personally, but I have a lot of respect for what he can do inside. So I know I have a tough matchup, and we'll be competing all the game. He's just real sudden as far as selling one route going the other way. His quickness is elite. He has great hands. He's not scared to go over the middle. He's just an all-around slot receiver, and as you can see, Carr loves to get him involved, especially on third downs. He has that Wes Welker feel, a real guy, a smaller guy, but just real savvy in his routes and can really get open and really freeze defenders and make it difficult to cover him. So I'm excited for the challenge, man. Like I said, I feel like it's a best on best type of challenge for me.
This defense certainly hoping to get back to what they were during the first 7 weeks of the season and not over the past couple of games what they've done or haven't done to slow down opposing offenses. And Eli Apple, for better or worse, is a big part of that, at least in their eyes. And I know when Zach Taylor defended him on Wednesday, and you can watch that video if you haven't, some of you laughed, some of you rolled your eyes. And part of it probably had to do with the 60-yard touchdown that Apple appeared to give up against Donovan Peoples-Jones and Baker Mayfield and company against the Browns. Well, Chidobe Awuzie taking some of the blame, defending Eli, saying it was partially his fault. Certainly you could say Von Bell should have been deeper and stayed in the play, which he didn't do. And Lou Anarumo's talked about that this week. But here's Awuzie on that play specifically.
That's not Eli. That's not only Eli. That's all of us. There's supposed to be at least three of us, or at least two of us back there. And I'm one of those people that's supposed to be back there for sure. When my guy goes over and I was kind of lollygagging on the backside, I'm supposed to be there for Eli and be deep. So that's one thing that I noticed that I could have done better for sure on that play. And again, earlier in the season, we had finished that. We had made that play plenty of times. So
if the Bengals defense is going to be as good as they hope to be over the final 8 games of the season, it goes without saying that they need Jessie Bates to play better. And especially the fact that he acknowledged his struggles during the first 9 weeks earlier this week. I asked defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo about Bates' play up to this point, and if his lack of passes defensed were because they were playing more two high versus single high.
I think Jesse's played well. I know he made some comments the other day, and I just think that speaks to who Jesse is as a player and as a guy. He wants to give his best effort for himself, obviously, and his family, but he wants to, and that family is us, a part of us too, and he wants to do well for the guys that he's playing next to. So he's always looking to do more, and so you know, I think you'll see an even improved guy going forward. We've played similar. I mean, he'll have his opportunities. There's still a lot more games, and you know, I just told him, any of the great safeties that I've ever coached, I just say, be patient. Don't chase the plays, because if you chase them, you'll give up more than you make. So do your job, align where you're supposed to align, get your great read off the quarterback, and the plays will come. Just like they did in the Jet game, it'll come to them.
We are locked, we are loaded, and ready to go for the second half of the season. So if you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My prediction will be dropping on Friday afternoon as I try to right the ship myself, because right now I keep getting these games wrong. I believe I am 3-6 on the year. So we'll see if I can right the ship this Sunday against the Raiders. So prediction coming down. And if you missed it, Lindsey Patterson talked with Peter King this week. You got to check that out. Certainly a must watch and must listen for Bengals fans everywhere. So hit subscribe, ring the bell so you get alerts. And until next time, I'm James Rapien signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.